Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. It is my favourite time of the month again, where I get to look back at all the pages I've completed this month and share my thoughts with you guys. First things first, I do have sinus again. I swear I had the same issue the same time last month, and it's also raining again. I will do my best though not to sniff in your ears. So this month I completed 10 pages and I uploaded 16 videos. Now, considering my internet is still playing up, that's actually not too bad for me. It has been a little frustrating, actually a lot frustrating trying to get content up this month because of this issue. And I don't know what is causing this issue. My provider's telling me nothing's changed. I am looking at possibly changing to a different provider, but I'm not getting so many good reviews about that either. It is hard because where we live, we don't get cable internet. It is all satellite based, and there is not enough towers close enough for me to get a decent reception. So it was a little hard to get content up this month because of this. And so some of the completed pages I'll show you today, you may not have seen yet. They may not be up on the channel just yet, but they will be coming if they're not already there. So also I ended up deviating from my plans that I discussed in my April plans videos, and I've decided not to do a May plans video, but I will talk about why and what's happening in May as we go along. One of my deviations was the RJ Hampson's A Frog's Tale, the tutorial on basing with markers. Now, I did mean to get this completed before the school holidays started, but I had so much footage backed up on my phone from my internet issues that I didn't have enough room to film anything else. So the kids are now back at school, so expect that video this month. I can talk, my videos are now getting uploaded, so I do have room to film again. Also this month I do have a buddy colour coming, and that will be with a Teresa Goodridge book. So other things I'll be working on in the month of May, the Polychroma Skin Tone series, the Black Widow Colour Combo series, they won the vote. Also, I am still swatching the Color pencils so I can add them to my conversion chart, and I've been sitting here wondering whether I should change my conversion chart, the order, to be in colour family order as well. But I mean, that's a lot of work. So is adding the Color pencils, and I will be waiting until I can get my hands on the Chroma Flow 150 set, because I'm going to add those new pencils in as well. And once all that was done, I will re-release the conversion chart. But let me know if you are happy with the order it's in now, or you would prefer it in colour family order. That's just a long-term project, not a this month project though. What else is happening? Oh, the watercolor pencil tutorial, the Albrecht Dura pencils. The tutorial on them, which was a requested video, that should be coming this month as well. I need to pick a book, pick a page. I didn't end up doing that in the jewelry box page. We'll have a look at that when we come to it. If you have any other chatty tutorials you'd like me to do, let me know in the comment section and I'll see what I can get done for you as well. So I am going to change it up today. I'm going to start with Mythic World, our full book colour along. So let me move everything out of the way here. Also, I was finding that I didn't have enough time to set up journal pages, journal layouts. So what I've done instead, I made up my own little page here that I've printed out so I can keep track of what I used for each page when I completed it, page number in the book, and my list of all the things I use on that page. So I'm just going to have that off to the side as we go through these pages. Now, I coloured 3 pages this month in this book, and of course they are all up on the channel as colour alongs. I will tag all videos mentioned today down in the video description. Now, this book is the main reason why I'm not doing a May plans video. I am almost finished with this book. I am so close. So it's going to be something I focus on greatly next month, as I also did this month in order to get those 3 pages done. Now, while I touch on this subject, you'll notice I haven't coloured any pages in our other full book colour along, which is Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. And I also haven't started the pull-out page in Secret Garden Anniversary Edition from Johanna Basford either. So both of these pages I did plan to start near the end of the month, but I changed my mind and decided to focus on completing this book instead. So once this book is completed, I will start on that Secret Garden page. That one, it will take a lot of time, so that's why it keeps getting pushed back, and I keep mentioning it every plans video. So I thought, I'm not doing a plans video this time. I'm just going to wing it. I know what I want to be working in, or my focus will be Mythic World. I will obviously be colouring other books as well. Rooms of Wonder I will continue with, of course, but this book is going to take my priority, and it's only going to be for the month of May. Then it should be pretty much done. So what actually happened is last month in my plans video, I told you I had 5 pages left in this book to colour. So I plan to do maybe 3 in April, leaving 2 for May, and then the publishing and the info pages, the nameplate pages from the front of the book left for maybe the beginning of June. I would like to have this done by my birthday, which is the 8th of June. No particular reason. I just think it's good to have a goal. When I set a date, then I've got something to work towards. So that was my only reason that I've picked that date. But it wasn't until somebody pointed out to me that I'd actually forgotten a page, because they said, oh, I'm sure this page will be coming soon. I'm like, no, I forgot that one. And the one I forgot was the Sphinx page. So I actually, in fact, had 6 pages to do at the beginning of last month. So I've coloured 3, and now I still have 3 more to go, and I'll show you them afterwards, but we are nearly there. Okay, so I'm just going to go from front to back. So I don't know if this is the first page I coloured from this book or not, but we'll go front to back anyway. So this is the bunyip page that I've put off for so long. I know there were a lot of people waiting for me to colour this page, and I had absolutely no idea what to do with it. Now, when I pick my pages to colour for the month, I will flip through a book, and as I'm flipping, I'm just looking to see what's jumping out at me. So what page is calling to me, what is really interesting for me to colour, and when I look at that page, I think to myself, what would it look like coloured? And usually I can get a vision of the whole completed page. Sometimes it's just different elements I can vision in my mind. Sometimes I can envision a couple of different ways the page can be completed, and sometimes I can't see it at all. And this one, every time I looked at it, it was a yet nah for me. I could not figure out how I was going to do it, especially with the water. Now, where I got this idea for the water, it was from the lovely Olivia Odoron, which is Colouring with Olivia on YouTube. I will tag her channel down below. She did a completed pages video the other week, I think it was. I can't remember now. She did a completed pages video. Now she was flipping through one of her Rita Berman's books. She mentioned doing a wash of watercolour to get this rainy effect. So sort of make it like a gloomy day. And I thought, I wonder if that would work if I did that with water. So that's what I did. I used my Mei Liang watercolour paints, a darker colour at the bottom and a lighter colour near the top of the water here. And I just did a wash across the page. Now, I did use a little bit too much water in part, and I had a little bit of a bleed through moment here and a slight bleed through moment here as well. This page survived perfectly fine. So it was just over here where I originally started putting down the water, where I had a bit of a bleed through. Now, this page only has 1 coat of Neo Colour 2, so I could go over that and cover that blue up. But right now, I can't be bothered. It might be something I go back and look at in the future, but it's not bothering me. So I'm going to leave it alone for now. But just be careful when you're putting your water down that you don't have too much water on your brush. So what else did I use? I used Neo Colour 2 for the background. And I'm pretty sure I based the bunyip in Neo Colour 2s. Yeah, so the bunyip was based in Neo Colour 2 as well, and then the rest is just Prismacolor pencils. The entire thing is Prismacolor pencils except for the Neos and the watercolour. And I just have a little bit of white signo here on his eye and just to define his teeth. And that is it. There's no sparkle, there's nothing, there's no shine, no shimmer, no sparkle on this page. That was it, but I really do like the end result, and I like the effect that I achieved in the end. So the next page that I coloured this month in this book is the 3 Fates, the Marae, I think it's called. Now this is another page that I have kept swiping past every time I flip through this book. I absolutely adore this page. It may be my favorite page this month, or it's definitely one of my favorite pages this month. So the majority of this is Prismacolor pencils. I did use a little bit of Jelly Roll Metallic Gold through there. I'll hold it up so you can see it. There is some Sparkle Pop Silver, so on the scissors, and also on the center of the flowers and up there as well. Lots of white Signo to outline those flowers as well. Did I use anything else? So Sparkle Pop, Jelly Roll, Prismacolor, and white Signo. That's it. Now, when I first looked at this, I think the thing that was distracting me a bit was the background. Every time I look at this background, I thought, I'm just going to black it out and just make it all disappear because I just couldn't be bothered to deal with it. I felt that way about, what was the other page in this book that had that crazy background? This one here. I felt the same about this page too when I looked at it with all these tiny little details. But I really do like the end result. I absolutely love this page. Now, I did look up, try to find different pictures of this page, and I was seeing it depicted in, I think it was red, blue, and, was it red, blue, and white? Red, blue, and white, I think. With the capes, different colours, and then this all like a light colour or like a grey. So I didn't want any red on my page. I was trying to make it sort of fit in a little bit with this page, but I've added in the purple here instead of using the sort of this reddish brown colour. But I think it matches okay, and either way, I love the end result there. So our last page in this book was It's Papalotl. Forgive me for my pronunciation here. Now, this one was coloured with Polychromos pencils. The background is Neocolor 2 with the Kaisercraft Shimmer Mist. I've also used, oh, am I going to sneeze? Nope, it's gone. Yes, it's coming. Nope, it's gone. Okay, sorry. Polychromos for all the pencil work, and Neocolor 2 for the background with this gold Kaisercraft Shimmer Mist, and I will lift that up for you to get a closer look. I have also used this Lightwish paint in bronze gold. Now, it doesn't really have a brand name. Lightwish sent it to me. I think I found something similar, and it should be tagged in my Amazon storefront. If you watch the video, you'll see what the box looks like. And I use that for the bronze here. And I've used the Lightwish Super Golden markers. That is the gold that you can see on her outfit. The other gold is, oh, I think the other gold here is Jelly Roll. So that's your, hang on. That's your Lightwish Super Golden marker. That's your Jelly Roll. And then the black is Jelly Roll Glaze. So you've got gold metallic and black glaze. What else have we got? I think that's it. Golden markers, the bronze gold paint. Yeah. So if I lift that up, you might be able to see the shine from the black glaze and all that sparkle in the background and from the different paints. Hopefully that's showing. So that is everything I've coloured this month in Mythic World. So what I have left is Atlas back here. Where is he? Atlas. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this page. So, yeah, don't know what I'm doing yet, but we've got Atlas here. And I've got, is it the Griffin? Oh, I've got the Sphinx page to do still as well. I don't know what I'm going to do here either. I want to do something a little bit more interesting than just colouring a lot of sand. So I've got to think about that one. So I think the next one we will be doing is this double page spread. So we'll do this one first and then we'll look at the other two. So they're the only pages I have left to complete. And then I don't think the book is complete until I've coloured these pages as well. So we've got these publisher pages and the book belongs to pages, so the nameplate. And a lot of the elements that are on both of these pages are things we've already coloured in the book, so I don't really have to come up with colour combinations. I will try and make it look cohesive, so some things might get changed. I'll just pick the big items and then match everything else to that probably. Yeah, so those two pages shouldn't take me too long, especially this one because it's quite big elements. And that's it. The book will finally be completed, and just in time. Well, not just in time, because I've still got when is Dark Fairy Tales coming out? I think it's the 25th of March 2025. What month are we in? April, May. So 9 months. 9 months to colour something else. I want to colour something in what's it called? Alien Worlds. I haven't coloured in that for a while. So what next? Let's look at Jewelry Box by Hannah Carlson. So this page here was a long-term WIP, and I used it to do 2 tutorials. So the first one was with the Naomi pastel pencils for the skin tone, and the second was a Neo Color 2 tutorial. So they're both up on the channel. So there's a review for the Naomi pastel pencils, and you'll see me color the skin tone in that review, and then there's a tutorial on how to color backgrounds with Neo Color 2s. So both of them are up on the channel. The rest was not a tutorial. However, I have had a couple of people ask me about the flowers over in our Facebook group. So if you do want me to do a tutorial on how I color those flowers, let me know, and we can pick another page somewhere along the lines and do a tutorial on those flowers. So Neo Color 2 for the background, Naomi pastel pencils for the skin. Is this Prismacolor? Yep, Prismacolor pencils for all of the pencil work. So all the flowers and the leaves, and part of her little headband thing here. Now this paint is the Light Wish paint again in bronze gold. I've got glossy accents here on my little bug. There is Jelly Roll bronze. Where is my Jelly Roll? Oh, is that? So the Jelly Roll bronze is on the center of those flowers. Now I have a wink of Stella here on the patterns on the face, and these little pearl drops. Have I written that down? I haven't written that down. That's liquid pearls. And we've got stickles. I haven't written that down either. And then for these little pearls here, I coloured them with Prismacolor pencils, and over the top I used this Montmartre paint, iridescent paint. 1 second, I'll grab it for you. Okay, so it doesn't have a name on the bottle of what it's called. I'll have to check the packet. But look at that shimmer. So that's what I used on the pearls here, and I'll lift that up again so you can have another look. There's some white Signo there on the eyes as well. And that is it. So let me know if you're interested in a tutorial on how to colour these flowers. So that is the final page from Hannah Carson's Jewelry Box. Now up next, let's look at Millie Marotta's Woodland Wild. So this was a previously uncoloured book, and I have coloured this page. Actually, maybe this is my favourite page this month. I love how this turned out. I love how smooth that background turned out. That is with Distress ink. I couldn't have asked for it to look any better, and I didn't know what I was doing when I first started. So at first I was thinking maybe I'll do the darker colours around here to make it stand out and then go lighter. And then I thought, do I do dark around the edges and bring it in? And then I kind of just put the colour like all over the place, and this is what happened. I don't know if I could recreate it, but I just threw the colour wherever, and this is what resulted in that. And I love how smooth it's come out. I love a Distress ink background. It's really quick and easy. I will do a tutorial probably using Distress inks, because I have had people ask me about using masking fluid in books. So I might do a Distress ink background and show you how I use my masking fluid beforehand, and how to take it off without tearing your paper as well. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Now, what I want to do with Millie Marotta books. Now, a lot of people have a few issues with Millie Marotta's books, and one issue is the paper, and the second issue are the patterns. So when it comes to paper, I did do a test What book was it in? It's up on my channel anyway. It was trying to work out what pencils worked best in Millie Marotta's books. And I think Artesa's were my favorite, and I do give a guide of which ones are good and which ones are bad if you look at that video as well. But what I wanted to do, well, not bad, which ones work better than others, I should say. But what I wanted to do is test other mediums in her books as well to see how it would work if I used something basing, some basing underneath the pencils. So for basing, I actually used, where am I? Inktense pencils. Yeah, I based it with Inktense pencils, then went over the top with Prismacolor pencils. So I did just one base color, so I didn't do any blending or anything like that. It was simply like one base color, and then I went over the top and shaded with all my pencils, and the Prismas actually went on, and I'll lift that up and you can see how well blended that actually is. I had no issues whatsoever with my Prismacolor pencils laying down, and I do normally use Prismacolors in Millie's books, but they do lay down a little bit easier on top of the Inktense basing. So if you are struggling with any pencils, try to base on her pages first. It's just because it is such a smooth paper. Sometimes when you're basing, it does add a little bit of texture to the page. Or you can even try using a workable fixative beforehand and seeing if that works as well to add some texture. But yeah, the mediums worked beautifully. There's no warping, there's no bleed through. Oh, that's from, I must have sprayed too much there. You can see the sparkle shimmer spray. I sprayed that dot and it's then made the blue bleed through. But other than that, the distress ink itself, there's no bleed through. The Inktense, there's no bleed through. What else did I use on this page? Oh, so for the wings, I decided to white out the lines. I used Kaisercraft acrylic paint. Now, I didn't want to use a gesso or anything that would add texture to the page or roughness to the page. The acrylic paint, I just used, I think, 2 smooth layers. And then I was originally going to go over it with pencil, but I decided to use the Folk Art Extreme Glitter instead to get that beautiful shiny wings. So basically, so when people say they're not quite sure what to do with the patterns, as you can see with the wing, I just coloured the entire thing. I just ignored the patterns. And that's what I tend to do in Millie's books. I ignore the patterns. You can see with the petals, I haven't followed those patterns at all. I have sort of used the patterns a little bit to my advantage when I've been colouring these separate parts of the bees. But as you can see, I'm just colouring one gradient. I'm not colouring each sort of individual piece a different colour or anything like that. And I find that makes it easier to work in Millie's book. So if you'd like more colour alongs in her books, let me know as well. What else did I use here? This is... did I not write? Oh yeah, I did write down Sparkle Pop. That is the Sparkle Pop Gold on the inside of the flowers there. I've got some white Signo, obviously. Twirly Art paint pens to, I nearly said blackout, to colour over the black lines. What else have we got? Sheer Shimmer Spray in the background. Did I mention that? Over the top of that distress ink. Hopefully you can see all that shine as well. So I think that was it. So that is Woodland Wild by Millie Marotta. Next, let's look at A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo. And I love her books. They're so much fun to colour. They're really quick and it's just so much fun. You can just throw all sorts of things at these pages and they're just so cute. I love how this turned out, and I couldn't capture the colours as well in a photo, especially this color shifting background, and hopefully it is showing on camera how it's turning from silver to purple. And it was just the perfect color for this background, I think. So that is the Folk Art color shift paint for the background, and I have used it on these all creatures as well. Prismacolor pencils for the pencil work, which is our little Loch Ness Monster here, our water and our mountains and our sky. Everything else was Sparkle Pop pens, Jelly Roll pens, and CSY paint. So I used the bluey green sets of CSY paints. And then we've got Jelly Roll. So we've got Jelly Roll Glaze. We've got Sparkle Pop, that's that pink pen. I think these ones are Milky Pops, I think. And then you got the Jelly Roll Glaze in purple. So shiny and so fun and so quick to colour as well. And we've got some white Signo. White Signo on there too for the water. And also the top of the mountains too. So that one was really fun to colour, and it is up on the channel as a colour along. So I don't know if I said Millie Marauders book is on the channel as a colour along as well, but yeah, so this one is up on the channel as a colour along, and I will list it down below. Next up, let's look at Enchanted Earth by Milpameni Chatsapanagottu, and I coloured this tree here. I'm calling it the Tree of Life. I don't know why, it just comes to mind every time I look at it. So with this one, I used Neo Color 2 for the background. Is that right? Yep, Neo Color 2 for the background. There is the sheer shimmer spray from Imagine Crafts all over this page, which you can hopefully see. Now, people do mention about how thick Melpomeni's lines are in her artwork. I do find I prefer to use bright, vibrant colours because they really stand out and you don't really notice the black lines as much. What I did use on this page is I based pretty much everything in either my Tombow water-based markers or my Lyra aqua brush markers, and then I went over the top with Prismacolor pencils, and that gives you those beautiful, vibrant colours. As well as that, I used Sparkle Pop pens. So on the outside of those butterflies, you can see Sparkle Pop. You can also see some Jelly Roll Glaze, and even inside the flowers and the centers is Jelly Roll Glaze. And that is it. White Signo, obviously. There is 10 tons of white Signo on this page, but it was a really fun one to colour, and it was nice to get another page done in this book. Which is Enchanted Earth by Milpameni Chatsapanagottu, and this is up as a colour along as well. And next up, let's look at Meine Reise, durch Afrika from Rita Berman, and I got the snake page coloured this month, which is this page here. Now, lots of sparkle on this page as well. It's so shiny and glittery. So the background was the Artex Soft Pastels. All the pencil work is Polychromos pencils. We've got the Sparks Aquarelle Africa Chic palette, which is a watercolor paints, and that is used on the ribbon here. So the outside and the inside of this little ribbon. I don't think it's meant to be ribbon, but I'm calling it ribbon. This vine, I guess. We've got white Signo. We've got Jelly Roll Metallic on the inside of the flowers. And that's it. Sheer Shimmer Spray, Artex Soft Pastels, Polychromos, Sparks Aquarelle, white Signo, and Jelly Roll Metallic. Yep. So let me lift that up for you to give you a better, closer look. And hopefully catch all that shine. Oh, so shiny. Okay, so what's next? Joanna Basford, Small Victories. And I have 2 coloured in this book this month. Let me just zoom you in a little bit. Okay, so the first one is, okay, and that Africa page is a colour along up on the channel. These 2 are both colour alongs up on the channel as well. Actually, I think every page is a colour along up on the channel this month. Pretty sure. Okay, so let me just check my book. Alright, so for this page here, I've used Arteza Soft Pastels for the background. Now, what I did is just use some washi tape to make a little border. I coloured the background, and then I used just a eraser to create some lines, and for the moon as well, just to show some sun coming through and the moonlight as well. Now my plan for this was night, day, morning. Originally I was going to do these intricate pencil bokeh backgrounds, and I thought, you know what, let's just make this simple. Let's just make our lives simple this month. It doesn't need to be so fancy every time. Let's just have some fun, do some simple colouring, and just get some colour on this page here. And I do like the end result. I think it looks really cute. We've got Prismacolor pencils for all the pencil work, and we've got white Signo as well. Jelly roll glaze just on the little doorknobs, and Wink of Stella here over the top of the moon, and that's it. So mostly pencil page, and I'm doing this, but there's no glitter. Why am I doing this? I'm so used to doing it. There's really no glitter except for the moon. Yeah, so that is it for this page. And this one, now this one I can show you the glitter on this one. This one is, so this was a buddy colour with Elizabeth's Colouring Universe on Instagram. I will tag her Instagram page down below, and I will pop her page up here for you to have a look at as well. I love Elizabeth's colour palette. It is so calm and cohesive with the blues and the purples and the greens. It's really pretty, and it was really fun buddying with Elizabeth this month, and I can't wait to do it again. So for my page, I used Distress inks for the background, as well as the sheer shimmer spray, Prismacolor pencils for all the pencil work, and then we have some Sparkle Pop pens, and you can see that blue and the pink. We've got the orange as well, really shimmering away there. What else? And white Signo. And that's it. Distress inks, Prismacolor pencils, sheer shimmer spray, Sparkle Pop, and white Signo. And that's all I use. I love how vibrant this page turned out. Another one of my favorites this month as well. And I love how shiny that is. So much fun. I love this book. We've actually coloured quite a lot. We should have made this a full book colour along. Don't give me ideas. We've coloured quite a few, haven't we? What will be next? Actually, I have been eyeing off that page too. Yeah, we've coloured quite a few in this book. So, actually, I do have another page which I haven't actually counted as a page, because I don't know if I count it as a colouring book. It's not really a colouring book, an art book maybe. So I have this book here, Spiral Scope's Amazing Animals. I'm going to have to zoom you out for this one. Now this month I also went away on holidays for a week where I didn't actually get anything coloured. We were down visiting my family down the coast. So it was all spending time with my parents, my kids, my husband, and I didn't take anything colouring related with me at all. I did have this book, and that's it. I just wanted to spend time with my family, and be really in the moment and not be colouring. And this is what I actually did one night while I was down there. So Spiral Scope's Amazing Animals from Hinkler. And now I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, and let me pick this up and show you that shimmer. Now I think it was when I was doing my colouring book collection and I mentioned this book, and I had previously been using like, where is it here, like black pens in it. I was using the Stivala Triplus. I think I was the fine liners, just to get in there with the black lines, but I didn't want to waste all my Stivala Triplus fine liners either. And a few people mentioned to me actually that Kmart had some cheap gel pens, and someone sent me, I can't remember who it was, forgive me, but someone actually emailed me photos of some different type of gel pens and glitter pens that Kmart sold, and that's what I bought. So I bought 2 sets of these, and they are the most shimmery, glittery, where is it? Let me find it for you. Where do I put it? Here's the colour. Let me find the pack. That's the colour that I used, and I actually used 1 and a bit pens on this page. Let me just find the packer for you 1 second. So this is something for my fellow Aussies. This is Anko brand, which is sold at Kmart. Now, I have used 1 and a bit of these pens, so I'll show you how full they are when they come. So that's how full the pen is. I used 1 entire pen up, and then sort of maybe a third of this pen. So 1 1/3 pens to do this page. And I think, I can't remember how much these cost me off the top of my head. I think they may have been maybe $4 a packet. I'd have to double check on their website. If I remember, I'll pop up the price and stuff on the screen for you to have a look at. But if you are looking for some cheap gel pens, they don't last long. But they are so sparkly. You know what? I'm going to buy them again, and I'll probably use them in my colouring books. I bought them specifically for this, but I absolutely am obsessed with how sparkly this is. Let me get my light on and show you. Okay, let me lift this up and see if that works. They are, look at that. They are super shiny. So if you live in Australia, head to Kmart and get some of these glitter pens. Like I said, they don't last long, but they are super juicy, and they don't bleed through, I don't think. Oh, look, you got a bit of shadow in here on this paper. Are they all, oh, but all the paper, oh no, that's with the black. Yeah, so the shadowing is from the pen. I don't know how it will work in a actual colouring book. I'm going to have to test that out because these are super juicy, and the colour is just beautiful, and the shine. I'm just really impressed with how super shiny these are for a Kmart gel pen. So I haven't counted this page. If you count this page, it's number 11, but I didn't count it because I don't know if it can be counted as a true colouring page. But I did want something mindless just to sit there and colour while everybody was watching a movie. I have been on the lookout for a good mandala book. I am getting into mandalas at the moment. They were never my thing, but I do like a little bit of mindless colouring. So I still have quite a few pages left in this though. That will keep me going for a while until I find something that I like. But that was it. So that is everything for this month. I've gone through and explained what will be happening for next month. If you have any tutorials that you would like me to do, let me know down below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.